Hey you! Come with me to check out some of the most delicious bakeries in South London.
Our first stop is Mahali Bakery, and it's a must visit if you're anywhere near Battersea. Run by pastry chefs Ruyan and Miguel, Mahali blends Chinese and Filipino influences into beautiful modern pastries. Think miso caramel cake, matcha buns, spring onion rolls, or sambal bacon sweets. Honestly, everything from Mahali is so fun. They also serve great coffee.
We're gonna try the sambal bacon and cheese croissant first. They've got like a sprinkling of parmesan over the top. Sambal is basically like a spicy chili paste from Southeast Asia, and it's so good. Oh my goodness. The sambal is like a really gorgeous level of spice. It's kind of semi-sweet, and then the bacon just kind of gives you like a smoky hit through it. I think what I love about this is it's like the flavours are so unique. Like I kind of guarantee that you wouldn't be able to find anything like this in London. Like this is just absolutely one of a kind. There's a duck fight going on. You know, you got smoky, you got sweet, you got salty. Just like, it's like a party in my mouth. Now we're going to try the spring onion and chive roll, and I believe this is the take on the scallion pancake that is like really common in Asian cuisine. It smells really like Marmite. Oh wow. You've got lovely little air pockets in the bread, which just makes it super squidgy, but then you've also got the flakiness on the outside, so you've got this fantastic balance of bready inside that's then pull apart with the flaky outside. It's actually a bit bitter than I thought it was going to be, but I actually love that side of it. It's kind of, you want to try something? Do you know what I mean? Kind of tastes like Marmite, right?
Twiglets.
Yeah, twiglets. Essentially, it's full of umami with lovely little sprinklings of chive on the top. Battersea Park run going on at the moment. I also love the fact that it's knotted so that every time you pull it apart, there's like something different that you're going to be getting a bite out of. Fluffy bits, oh, so good. Now we're going to go on to the sweet stuff. This is a carrot pecan cream cheese frosting bun, and it looks phenomenal. I actually don't know how quite I'm going to eat this, to be honest. Oh my God, it's up my nose. Little nuggets of pecan, it's perfectly squidgy. Like, look how squidgy and gorgeous that is. Like little slices of carrot in there too. Cream cheese frosting is so light and fluffy. It's like not dense at all. I feel like I could eat a whole bowl of this. The cinnamon flavour comes through. If you love carrot cake, you're gonna love this.
That's what you think, Henry?
It's delicious.
Okay, so Mahali is known for their Filipino and fusion style pastries, but we thought it was probably good to go for a classic. I mean, look at those layers, like the layers of pastry. I mean, okay, I'm gonna actually count. It's like a tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are about 35 layers of pastry here. Bon appetit. I think what I love about this is that the flaky ratio to floofy, like slightly more doughy ratio is really, really lovely. You've got extra crispiness on the top, but then you've got the really nice doughy part as you get into the centre. The chocolate is really lovely and hazelnutty. That's lovely, actually. Only thing I would say is I could do with more chocolate.
This is like moist. It feels like it's just been freshly cooked. It's got a little, it's like squidge. It's got squidge in it, but like moist squidge.
All in all, Mahali, 10 out of 10. Also, they were just so lovely there. It's a fantastic spot, super near Battersea Park, so you can literally go buy your stuff there, get your coffee, and then come here and just enjoy the ducks.
Milkbread in Tooting is another pastry playground. She's the little sister of Balham's Milk Cafe, which I also highly recommend, offering inventive pastries and a really retro, funky atmosphere. We then actually headed to the nearby Tooting Common to try all the goods we just bought.
Okay, so this is an apple crumble brioche. We've got a lovely like streusel apple crumble topping, and then a gorgeous squidgy base. Cheers. Oh my goodness. We've just discovered also got a load of like custard in the middle. So you've got this insane, crunchy, cinnamony crumble topping with this soft, squidgy, airy brioche. And then this phenomenally soft, perfectly sweetened apple filling with this like custard. Because it's obviously apple crumble, you're gonna have custard in it. Genius! Look, this is a work of art. This is the tiramisu pastry. And you've got those insane, once again, flaky layers of dough with the tiramisu mascarpone topping. I actually don't know how far down this goes, so we love a bit of mystery here. Okay, so we've got the lovely layer of coffee cream. It's like an eclair, like a chocolate eclair filling. Oh, that is so delicious. And then you can just about see they've got little flecks of sponge finger just at the base as well. Don't think I have to spell it out to you, but if you're a tiramisu lover, this one's for you. Next up on the list, we've got their milk chocolate peanut, milk chocolate peanut. Anyway, they basically said that this was like a Snickers on steroids. You can kind of see you've got the peanuts on top with a lovely chocolate ganache, then the flaky pastry with another fat layer of chocolate ganache underneath. This is better than a Snickers. You've then got the caramel on the inside and little freckles of peanuts in there as well. I think I'm in love. Oh, it's also got extra chocolate ganache inside. We're on to the savouries now. Spinach, feta, za'atar, Suisse. Now a Suisse is a type of pastry that kind of originates from Switzerland, and it's basically where you have laminated dough that then forms these really, really tight, spiraled, flaky layers. Ooh. You got the laminated strips of dough on the top, and then it gets you into like this delicious, flaky, but still pretty moist and doughy inside. You got little notes of feta that pop through with the tanginess. The spinach isn't bitter at all. It's really nice and herbaceous. You've got the kind of spanakopita vibe of Greece, but then you've got the kind of Middle Eastern za'atar seasoning side of it. So you can taste the oregano, the thyme, the sesame seed, and the sumac, which kind of gives like a citrusy berry type flavour. That is a lovely, lovely savoury pastry to go for. Everyone around us is going for a morning run, and we're here just like devouring pastries. Love it.
Bunhead in Dulwich creates incredible wholesome food that not only tastes amazing but also connects people to the rich history and flavours of Palestine. Set up by Sarah and Georgia, it's a small batch, sell out, super fast kind of place that I cannot recommend enough.
So we just finished a little cycle, and so we're going for a little break at Bunhead. They are famous for their buns, focaccia, cakes, tarts, but because we're a little bit later in the afternoon, they ran out of focaccia, so we've just got their buns, but these look phenomenal. We're going to start with the chocolate halva one. This was one that Kitty actually recommended. So halva is like a Middle Eastern fudginess that is made with tahini and a load of other ingredients. It's absolutely delicious. They've combined it with chocolate, which is freaking genius, so we're going to give it a go. Just on the outset, the buns look squidgy, perfectly cooked, like I'm literally salivating so much. The flavours are so, so delicious, and the bun is squidgy, perfectly cooked, super doughy, but also perfectly cooked. You've got layers of chocolate everywhere as well as on top, and the halva, it just all goes so well together. Next we're going to try this beauty, which is the nigella with vanilla and pollen on top. I think I'm just going to try the cream cheese just for fun. Oh, that is heavenly cream cheese. Right, we're going in for a bite. The bottom is so moist and sticky. It's such a naughty little thing. Oh, the honey. This is phenomenal. You've got aniseed comes through with this like licorice flavour, and then the cream cheese perfectly balances out everything. The pollen is just like a really cute addition. I don't know if I can taste that. Then the honey is such rich, deep flavour. Henry just said that this one, the one with the pollen, would be hay fever's worst nightmare. And I totally agree. Stay clear of this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the strawberry sumac bun. She is a work of art. She is a beauty. Now, I love sumac. I feel like it's such an underrated spice. It's basically like crushed up berries. It's got like a tangy flavour, really, really scrumptious. I know what it tastes like. This is like such a nostalgic bite. You know those dried fruit reels that you'd have as a kid? Like, Fruit Loops? Yeah, yeah. This is what that tastes like. If you miss your childhood, this is incredible. Have some of that. So what they've obviously done is they've drizzled the bun in some kind of strawberry preserve, and then they've sprinkled the sumac inside the rolls of the bun, like as if you would with a cinnamon bun, sprinkling with that kind of butter, cinnamon, sugar mixture. So what I love about this is they have generously sprinkled the sumac in and around the bun. And I think what's really nice about that is that you can actually taste the sumac. Like so many things I feel nowadays, you know, they'll be like, oh, it's lemongrass and ginger, and then you just can't taste either of them. You know what I'm saying? So big hit, big hit. We've got the savoury bun of the day. I am embarrassed to say that I can't remember the name or pronounce it. So I'll put it up on the screen right here. There's a green thing there. So what I'm thinking is it might be zug, and then cheese over the top. It looks fantastic. I love the greenness that comes through. They've obviously spread that as the paste throughout the roll. Oh, whoa, a bit spicy. That is delicious. Oh my goodness. That is super herby, slightly garlicky, or very garlicky. I can't tell. You know when you're like, is it spice or is it garlic? There's a lovely kick of spice in there as well. Because we haven't got as many kind of moist ingredients in there. The bread is lovely and fluffy, bouncy, but not too squidgy. And the cheese on top adds this lovely tanginess. To round up, those buns were absolutely incredible. We got the buns, we wanted to get some focaccia, but they'd sadly run out, clearly showing how popular it is. You check out Bunhead. Let me know if you try out any of the focaccia, because the menu for the focaccia options looked so good and they sounded incredible. Basically, you just grab a bun or a focaccia at Bunhead and then come and enjoy it in Rockwell Park.
Cut the Mustard in Streatham is a local gem. They've actually got 4 locations, from flaky almond croissants to hearty smoked ham and cheddar pastries. Their menu is a delightful twist on the classics. I was loving the bright yellow tiles here. It was such a cute vibe, and the gals behind the till were super duper sweet.
The lemon pistachio polenta. I saw this and I automatically was like, you're coming home with me. So we got the lemon rind on the top, and then I'm assuming kind of cream cheese frosting of some sort, and then we'll obviously have the pistachio polenta inside. I think it's like buttery, lemony. I feel like I'm in like a lemon tree grove. Really light, really moist. And I love the kind of graininess that polenta brings in cakes. Kind of similar to almond flour where you have that slight nuttiness, but here Obviously the pistachio brings the nuttiness, which is really earthy and flavorful. This is the pecan cinnamon swirl. And then you can see little speckles of pecan inside, raisins. You've got the lovely like caramel chunks that are kind of like sticking in my teeth. The pecan adds a lovely crunch to this, which I really love. Cinnamon is such a lovely twist to like a classic pain au raisin. Dough is also super flaky, but also really squidgy. It's a really lovely mix, actually. Now on to the pain au chocolat. In the bakery, they go POC, which I love. Like, do you want a POC? Yeah, I want a POC. Flakiness level is a strong 10 out of 10. The dough looks lovely and airy with little strips of chocolate in the middle. Chocolate's delicious. Pastry is really buttery, really light, really flaky, but also then has that element of moistness in the center. This one, my friends, is a Marmite and cheese pastry roll. Oh my gosh, that smells incredible. For those of you who love Marmite, this is for you. You can see the Marmite coming through each of the layers, and then it's sprinkled with sesame seeds, which is just a lovely addition to the aesthetic of the pastry. Imagine like the flakiest, most buttery, gorgeous piece of toast with Marmite slathered all over it, and in between the layers. That's exactly what that tastes like. Almond croissants are one of my favorite pastries, and just from the get-go, I am very, very happy with the level of almond cream mixture that is at the base of that almond croissant. You've got lovely flaky almonds on the top, and they really cover it. That is phenomenal. The bottom is like slightly crispy. Then you've got the phenomenal almond filling and the flaky layers just on top, and then the crispy flaked almonds on top, which are slightly toasted. Roll of the saucisse. I'm loving the multi layers of dough here. I could count how many, but that would probably take a decade. It's moist, succulent. I think what I've loved so far is that we've tried out some seriously wacky flavours and ingredient combos at other bakeries. And I think although Cut the Mustard has their Marmite and cheese and the polenta lemon pistachio cake, they have got some really, really great classics here. So if you're looking for kind of more of a traditional, simpler, but really, really well done bakery, then this is a really good one to try.
Toad is a gorgeous bakery in Camberwell where you'll find their open plan kitchen bakehouse on the busy high street. They do cakes, pastries, bread, sandwiches that are bold and iconic. It's a really wholesome vibe in there. I can't wait to see what you think.
After weeks of glorious sunshine, it's now tipping it down, so there wasn't really anywhere that I could eat the baked goods at Toad. So we're gonna try the baked goods right here in my own abode. I don't know about you, but I am very much looking forward to this one. So firstly, I just want to say a little something about the customer service at the bakery. I just thought it was so adorable. So I went to go and visit the bakery. What day are we today? We're Tuesday. So obviously during a weekday, it's going to be way less busy than on a weekend. And I think what I love about weekday bakery visits is that you can actually have a conversation with the owner. The lady in front of me, she clearly goes there quite a lot. Her and the person behind the till they were just having a really good chat. Chatted for about like 5 to 10 minutes. I was just happy, chilling, looking at them baking everything behind the scenes. But it's just such a lovely village-like atmosphere that I think is really quite rare to have in London. So if you do have one of these bakeries that is near you and you want to make them your local, try and check them out during the weekdays, as opposed to going on the weekends when it's super, super busy and you can't really create like a rapport or relationship with them. Because I feel like for them, it's really lovely to just be able to chat with people and kind of get to know their loyal customers and stuff. We're gonna start with the rhubarb and custard Danish. She is juicy. The forced rhubarb is gorgeously pink. And then you've got the custard just underneath, which is lightly baked. And then you've got like big chunky sugar crystals sprinkled all over the top. The rhubarb is lovely and tart and fresh. And the custard is thick but smooth, super sweet, with a lovely hint of vanilla coming through. I also love these little granulated sugar bits. I feel like they add such a lovely crunch. The balance of tangy forced rhubarb with the sweetness from the custard, delicious. Blackberry and marzipan sun bun is an actual beauty. I feel like I want to become this bun. Like I want to be this bun. So a sun bun is a Norwegian pastry that is really, really bready, but it has that kind of squidginess that like a cinnamon bun has. This is actually much more on the savory side than I thought. The fruits have been simmered down into a really nice, but still fruity and tangy, not sweet mixture. And then the bread itself isn't sweet either. So you've kind of got this, for a sweet treat, quite like a savory bite. The bread isn't as chewy as I expected. It's much more on the lighter side. Next up, we're gonna go for the sticky morning bun. You guys know I love a cinnamon bun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I need to go and wash my face. So that was actually quite unexpected. I thought that the bun was going to be squidgy, like a cinnamon bun doughy bread, but it's not. You've got kind of a flaky laminated dough outside, and then the breadiness comes from the inner roll. The caramel topping is, I'm afraid to say, addictive. It kind of gives off dulce de leche and caramel condensed milk vibes. That is a bit of me. Okay, onto the porchetta with honey butter swirl. You can see it's got little sprigs of rosemary on the top, and you can see the porchetta squeezing through the rolls of the swirl. Porchetta is such a lovely way to cook pork, and I feel like in a bun, it would just add that moistness and fattiness. It would go so well with the butteriness of the pastry. I'm getting it everywhere. That pastry dough is exquisite. It's soft in all the right places, chewy in all the right places, airy in all the right places, crunchy in all the right places. The porchetta is light, fatty, salty, and the rosemary adds a really lovely freshness and kind of greenness to the pastry. The only thing I would say is that the honey's not coming through that much. So I don't know whether they put it in the dough. There's definitely a sweetness coming through for sure, but it's not as heavy on the honey as I thought. So for those of you who aren't a massive fan of sweet and savory, that's a really good one to go for because it's definitely much more on the savory side. I was taken by this because in December, we went to New York. Obviously had a ton of bagels with loads of everything bagel seasoning. And this croissant is called the Everything Bagel Croissant. Firstly, this croissant looks absolutely beautiful, but also you've got the little sprigs of dill on the top, and then underneath you can kind of see the cream cheese poking through. So it's literally like a croissant bagel, which I'm totally obsessed with that idea. So you've got the everything bagel seasoning on top, you've got the cream cheese in the middle, and the gorgeous fresh dill sprigs on the top. That is honestly such a good idea. Wow, I'm gonna finish that right off. Well, despite it raining outside and being totally completely miserable, that has 1000% made my day better.
This is Camberwell, a Filipino bakery that also has a bakery cafe further up the street near Battersea. It's a cozy spot where every bite and sip gives you a taste of the Philippines. This drink was recommended by the lovely gal who worked there. It's their iced calamansi, which is a refreshing drink made from calamansi fruit. It's like a blend of lemon, lime, and orange. Honestly, so delicious and refreshing. First up, we have Lola's banana pudding, a twice-baked pandesal soaked in rich banana custard and served with coconut jam. You've got the crispy sugar layer on top, and the coconut jam was heavenly. It's soft, moist, and full of banana flavour. Ube cheese pandesal, a fluffy purple yam bun filled with sweet purple yam jam and queso de bola, which is cheese kind of similar to Edam. It's light, unique in flavour, sweet, and super fun. Next up is the pan de adobo, aka a house pandesal filled with pulled pork shoulder and belly braised in soy, coconut and spices. It was warm and clearly just been baked. The pork was soft and tender, absolutely fantastic. This caramelized pineapple calamansi and almond cake was like a lemon pineapple cake on steroids, super moist with lovely flaked almonds on top. Okay, you guys, the next two pastries are bibinga, a rice coconut muffin baked in banana leaf. This one was the chocolate churro with dark chocolate and spiced cinnamon sugar. This one was the spicy mushroom and cheese bibinga. The texture is unreal and one of the most unique flavour and texture combinations I've ever had, like in a really good way. Oh, so much love for Camberwell. Florrie and Harry are the owners of August, a fresh out of the oven bakery in Clapham. No pun intended. They only opened a few months ago and damn, they are doing a fantastic job.
This is the lemon and pistachio with a gorgeous crumb on top. I think it's like a biscuit crumb, but it's definitely got pistachio crumb on it as well. You guys, this pastry, you've got lovely flaky layers of doughiness. Lemon on top is like a lemon curd, so it's like super tangy, really nice and sweet. Lovely lemon coming through. I'm assuming it's kind of like a pistachio cake underneath. You've got two different layers, I'm not quite sure what each one is, but it's kind of cakey. So you've got the flaky pastry from the dough, then the moistness coming from the cake, and then this insanely tangy, really vibrant lemon curd on top. Such a wonderful combination. This semi-broken apart is the morning bun, which I assume is kind of like a cinnamon bun, but it's got these lovely layers of dough. I wonder how they've done it, because it's not in a knot, but it's kind of like individual little pieces of dough. Oh wow. Okay, you know how everyone wants the center of the cinnamon bun, like the knot? I would have said that this is what it tastes like, the knot of the cinnamon bun, but kind of throughout, and then you've got a slight crunch on the outside with these gorgeous speckles of cinnamon sugar everywhere, like not just on the top, everywhere. Banoffee pie! I have to admit, this is one of my favourite desserts ever. So I have very high expectations for a banoffee pastry. Really beautifully caramelised banana on top with little sprinkles of caramel, which is super cute. You've then got the whipped cream, flaky pastry, and little speckles of chocolate.
Really nicely cut banana.
Really nicely cut banana, yeah. The caramel comes through. You've got a lovely layer of it just below all the whipped cream, and everything just works so well together. So many layers. Next up, we give you the beast. This is literally the size of my face. I can't, I'm scared it'll fall off. Okay, so this is the Serrano ham with cheese and fennel. So you've got loads of fennel on top. The Serrano ham is really lovely and salty and goes so well with the cheese. And with fennel, it's actually not too overpowering. You can absolutely taste it, like it's totally there. It's like, hello, I am fennel and I'm here to be a part of the party. But it's not like dominating, you know? You definitely have a little bit of sweetness throughout. Chocolate fudge cookie. Oh my God, it's literally, you can see little, I think it's got peanuts in it as well. Lovely chunks of fudge on top. Oh, amazing. Okay, how I could best describe that is peanut butter, chocolate, fudge, crunchy cookie. Like it's soft on the inside, but it's got this lovely crystallized sugar layer on the outside with the extra crunch coming from the peanuts. I'm literally so high on baked goods right now. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you want me to do one in North London. Like and subscribe, comment if you like. Okay, bye.